Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds in a Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the new Scream movie because I went and saw it, but we're also just going to be talking about Scream in general. I'm hoping you enjoy the background noise provided by Scarlett.
Yes, free
She's
entertainment.
yeah. Um, so when I was going to go see the Scream movie, and I only went and saw it because I had the movie pass for our theater, and I hadn't seen enough movies to make paying for the pass worth it. And so I was like, okay, I need to see at least one more movie. And Scream came out, and it actually had enough showings that I could go see it after work, which I'm surprised I didn't fall asleep because normally I'm ready to take a nap after I get home. Um,
Yeah,
I thought it was
especially in the
good.
movies too, because it's like
Oh,
dark
dark.
and a little chilly.
And I was the only one in there.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Granted, it was 5 p.m. on a Monday. So
Still, that's like really like crazy. That's not like late.
no.
That's like
Yeah.
normal afternoon time. That's when people get off work. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool
Yeah.
though.
It was. It was actually really nice because then I could put my feet up on the seat in front of me and I could laugh like loud or whatever. Like I didn't have to worry about it being courteous to other people.
Yeah, disturbing
Um
others.
so honestly, it was great. And I thought it was good. So before I went to go see this movie, my one friend Lauren, she went and saw it. She was like, it was amazing. I really enjoyed it, blah blah yada yada. And like, but Lauren, like you and I, we enjoy the Scream franchise no matter how terrible it is. And
Hmm.
so I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna like it. And I liked the last couple were fine. They weren't like anything like it's a Scream movie. Like I didn't expect anything
Right. It's
amazing from it.
nothing. Yeah, it's nothing groundbreaking here.
Yeah,
It's just
and it's just a Scream movie.
yeah.
And I remember who was I was talking to somebody, a bunch of the guys in the Discord, and Holden, who has terrible tastes, or has, I should say, I think it's terrible. I would say it's the opposite taste in almost everything from me. And he was like, it was so stupid and blah 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 and yada yada. And I don't even know if he saw the movie because normally he'll give his opinion without seeing anything. And so I was like, well, I mean, I'm probably gonna go see it because I have the movie pass. So I'm gonna pay 50 cents and I'm gonna go see it. You know?
50 cents. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's kind of silly. I have to pay 50 cents every time I see a movie, even though I pay $35 a month.
Oh my
So I'm
god.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I need to see at least two movies a month to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Because movies are like $20 now. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's
what the
crazy.
heck? Um, but he was like, they used AI in this movie. And I was like, that's kind of weird. I feel like I would have heard about that like long before the movie even came out. You know, it's been such a controversy in every industry everywhere. Like,
Hmm.
okay. And I was like, well, do you have proof of that? And he sent me a screenshot of an advertisement. Scream did a collab with Meta so that you can like AI yourself into the movie. That was the collab. So that
What the
means
hell?
that, yeah, that means the studio gave Meta permission to upload some of their film into the AI program so that people could do that. And I was like, okay, well, that means that's not AI in the movie. I don't have a problem with AI collabs necessarily, but they better have everybody's like written consent in order to do that. But like I was thinking because I asked him, I go AI or CGI because that's two different things. Because CGI
Yeah.
has been used in movies
And
since the
nowadays people like don't
'80s.
know. And nowadays like AI is so crazy that people like don't know the difference, and AI is just getting a little crazy here.
Yeah, it's so funny when people go, "Oh my god, look how cool this is," and I'm like, "You know that's AI," and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Bruh, really?" Like
It's
sometimes
like
you look at
it's
stuff and you're like,
and that's like it's gonna get so bad because it's just gonna learn more and more and more.
yes.
And soon when we're old, we're not gonna be able to tell what is AI and what is not. I don't want
Yeah,
to deal with
yeah.
that.
Although almost all of the AI companies out there are ready to go bankrupt, which is
Good.
good because they're destroying our drinking water across the United States. So I would rather not have that. It's bad enough we're making all of these batteries for electric cars and things like that, and like we don't need AI. Like, listen, I get like certain programs and even things like AI to a certain extent are helpful, but has nobody seen any of the Terminator movies? Like,
True.
AI is gonna take over the world. It's gonna easily outsmart us because humans
The
outgrew
robots
them.
are taking our gerbs.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, when he was like, "There's AI in the movie," it was a collaboration, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm still gonna go see it. And then my other friend was like, "Listen, it's really dumb, but there's no AI. Like, it's actual people, I promise." And like, I mean, and there was they in the movie they do talk about AI because the whole premise. Spoiler alert, if you want to see Scream 7, um, is that we're back to Sydney's back in the game. We're focusing on her this time, and she gets a call from Stu, who's supposed to be dead. Like he was smashed by a TV in the first one, so
Hmm.
he's dead. It was great to see Matthew Lillard in this series again because
Love Matthew
I
Lillard.
love Matthew Lillard.
Love that
But yeah,
guy.
so like she's like being basically like haunted by Stu because he looks older, his face is all scarred up like he was smashed by the TV, and she's like, no way, he's dead. And so the topic of AI comes up because they're like, could it be AI? Could it be somebody pretending to be Stu and like messing with her? Which does turn out to be the case. So they mention AI and they have like the boyfriend of the daughter because we get to see Sydney's family. She's got 3 kids, but her oldest daughter is dating a dude, and so Sydney's like, I think it's your boyfriend, and she's like, Mom, you're crazy. Which I mean, granted, Sydney is crazy, but she's also like been through a lot. So
True.
poor thing. And so it does turn out somebody using AI to pretend to be Stu to freak out Sydney. It ends up being her best friend slash neighbor, which is kind of crazy, who was played by, oh my gosh, let me see. The one girl from, oh my gosh, Pitch Perfect.
Underprepared.
Yeah, always. Anna Camp is her name.
Oh.
Who's honestly the her acting in this movie super good. Give her an award. She was amazing. Um, I was also saying Courtney Cox is in this movie too. They brought back a lot of the OG cast, which was nice. But
Mhm.
the last 2 Scream movies didn't have Sydney in them, and I was talking to my friend Pepper, and I was like, I don't think Scream can be Scream without Sydney.
Yeah.
Like, I think Sydney needs to be there. Um, and the franchise as a whole, I would say the movie studio behind Scream has had some controversy because they've fired one of their actresses from the last movie because she posted something political. So movie studios really need to figure out how they're going to handle that. But I went and saw it because it's a Scream movie and I paid 50 cents. So why not? Matthew Lillard was in it quite a lot more than I thought he was going to be. So that was really nice.
Hmm. Good. We
McKenna
love
Grace
Matthew
is
Lillard. We love Matthew Lillard scream time. Scream and screen time.
yes,
Words are hard.
absolutely. It's we're recording early in the morning this time,
Yeah.
so for both of us, we're just like, what is
And it's daylight
this?
savings, so we lost an hour, so like we're a little
We're
not
all
quite
off
awake yet.
kilter. No, not at all. But McKenna Grace is in this movie. She was in FNAF 2
Oh,
as
yeah,
the
yeah,
like
yeah,
YouTuber
yeah.
girl. Um,
That's kind of cool.
the one thing with McKenna Grace, at least a few things that I've seen her in, she always dies. Like
Rip.
they're just like, yeah. So in this one, so like Sydney's daughter, who is named after her best friend Tatum. She's named Tatum, which I thought was cute. Like that Sydney was like, I'm gonna name you after my best friend who unfortunately died when we were teenagers.
Rip.
She got, yeah, rest in peace, Tatum the first. But so Sydney's daughter Tatum is like in a school production with her friends, and so McKenna Grace's character Hannah is like one of the lead roles, and she's like a fairy, and so she dies via like rehearsal, and she's like strapped in her like harness, and Ghostface like yanks her into the air and then like makes her fly around and fly right into his knife. So this movie was very bloody, I feel like, for a
Mm.
Scream movie. I feel like the other Scream movies didn't have quite as much blood. Um but I thought for a Scream movie, it was definitely one of the better ones. I feel like I need to rewatch 2 through 6 because I don't, I've watched the first one the most,
Yeah,
but
same.
as of right now, the first one and this one are definitely in the top 2, and I feel like Scream 2 is probably in my top 3. So,
Can't believe there's
definitely,
7 of them. That's crazy.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I like, again, the 2 without Sydney. I was just like, I liked one of them because it had Jack Quaid in it, and he ended up being Ghostface, which I thought was kind of cool. He plays a really good like manic killer. So I thought he did really
Oh.
good. Yeah, I honestly, a lot of the people they've picked for the ghost faces, I'm like, okay, I see you. That's pretty good. Also, the beginning of this movie is it takes place at Sydney's house, like the original Scream house, and it's about it, this couple is staying there as like because it's supposed to be like a spooky scary retreat now, like a hotel situation that you can stay in, and they
Mhm.
had an animatronic ghost face in the living room.
Of course I did.
And the first time they walked in, I literally jumped in my seat because I'm like, oh my God. It was like they did it just right as if you were walking into the room. I'm like, oh my. And the girlfriend, of course, freaks out. And I'm like, girl, same. I would also freak out. I don't know if I could stay in a house like that that's had people murdered in there. Like if the ghost face killings were real, I don't think I could stay in that house. I would go visit it, I would tour it for sure, but I don't think I could like stay the night in it. That'd be creepy.
See, I probably could. See, that's where we're different. You
Yeah.
can go into the water with animatronics. I will stay at the creepy haunted murder houses.
Yes. Yeah. It would be cool to, I know you can go tour the original Scream house. So that'd be
Ooh, that's
kind of
cool.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, one of the YouTubers I watch, he's from the UK. His name's Mark Ferris, but he's a huge Scream fan. And he got to go to like an event that they were holding. I think it was for the last movie, possibly. But yeah, so he got to go like cruise around the house and stuff like that. Like that's so
That
cool.
is cool.
Um, but yeah, I thought it was really good. If you like the Scream movies, then I would recommend it. It's not anything you have to go see in theaters. I think it's a little more jump scary when you see it in the theater, but
Hmm.
it you'd just be fine watching it when it comes to streaming.
Speaking of Scream,
Yeah.
did you see they're coming out with a new scary movie?
Yes, that was in the
And
advertisements before this, and I'm like, oh my god,
it has like
I
all the original like people in it too.
yeah, it's got the Wayne's brothers and
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what's her name? Anna Faris?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
And Brenda, I don't know her actual name,
Yeah, I
but
don't know her
I love
actual name.
Brenda.
Ah, Brenda. Sydney! The
The TV is leaking.
TV is leaking! Yeah, I'm so excited. I really hope it's because those movies, like, as much as we love them, they're awful. Like, they're terrible movies. Like,
Oh yeah.
you have to have like a terrible sense of humor and everything, but I really hope it's like on the scary movie scale. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
I hope it's just as bad as like 1 and 2 because they
Yeah.
like I rewatched I think it was 1 and I'm just like I can't believe that these movies were allowed to be made.
Oh, some of the jokes in yeah, Scary Movie 1 especially, like some of the
Yes.
jokes in there, I'm like that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm just like today, in today's world, all of those people would get banned from
Yeah,
everything.
canceled. They're
Um
canceled.
yeah, I do love my favorite thing about Scary Movie though is I love when they make fun of Scream. That's just
Yeah, that's why
like
I think it's
the
like funny they're
best.
bringing that back with the new. That's why I was like, oh, speaking of Scream,
Yeah, they're
because
making
he's
fun of
back.
Scream, making fun of Megan. I saw
Hmm.
she was in there. Hello,
I think
Scarlett.
they make fun of weapons in this movie too.
Yes, they do. 'Cause run, boy, run! I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I do want to see that. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but I definitely want to see it when it's out
Oh,
because
absolutely.
it does look pretty funny.
I hope it is. I hope it's so like it's the mean jokes and all.
Yeah,
Because I
like
noticed that after 3, like, because 3, I think I don't know if 3 was still rated R or not, but it got
one,
very.
two,
I
and
think it's
three are
P.
definitely like the best ones in my opinion.
Absolutely, because after 3, you could tell the studio was like, okay,
Ooh, we gotta reel
um,
it in a little bit here.
yeah, like you can't be saying all of that still, and then, so they had to like dial it back.
The second one is my favorite because the second one is the haunted house one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that one's my favorite. Take my strong hand.
We used to say that to each other in high school all the time. Yeah, they've got like a good like mix of stuff happening. Oh, Terrifier! They also make fun of Terrifier.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'm excited to see Art the Clown in there. Also, my favorite thing with scary movies is that the ghost face mask is always different. Like
Mm-hmm.
they make it have emotions, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I love the
What's
waza.
up? Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my god. I love it. Let's see, but yeah, I'm excited for that. That was like one of those like because they always advertise scary movies before a scary movie, and I'm like, okay, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. And then that appeared, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so good. I hope,
Yeah. Especially
anyways.
with
I
all the
really hope
original
it's good.
cast. I think it will be. With all
Yes.
the original cast, I genuinely think it will be.
Yeah, I need the Wayans brothers to be as annoying as possible.
Yes.
Because I will say, in the scary movies, they irritate the crap out of me. And that's the point. They need to be irritating.
Yeah.
Because, like, on the flip side of them being super irritating in the scary movies, you flip it to, like, white chicks, where they're the best ever.
They're yeah, multifaceted for sure.
Absolutely. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited. Let us know in the comments below if you're excited for a scary movie. Like, we're excited for a scary movie. Um, and honestly, if Scream 7 is what prompted them to make a new scary movie, then hoorah for Scream 7.
Mhm. Yeah. Speaking of exciting things, I know we're going to get off
Yes,
track. Listen, we're going to get a little off track
absolutely.
here. But all the exciting things are finally coming up. Did you see that The Boys is coming out? April
Yes,
5th,
I
the final
know.
season.
Yeah, before we
I'm
move
very
into
excited.
Jensen's spinoff.
Yes, and then it's going to be all the supernatural characters are in this
Yes, this
season.
is
They're
basically
like all in.
Supernatural season 16.
Yeah.
Although, if you've watched the trailer, we're gonna have Jared Jensen and Misha in the same room, all their characters in the same room,
Amazing.
which is crazy. Also, we're thinking just by context clues because Soldier Boy is choking out whoever's Misha's character tends to be, um, and I believe he is going to explode him. So that'll be very interesting.
Oh my gosh. What do you think Homelander's gonna die?
um I wouldn't I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I feel like they would kill off Billy before they would kill off Homelander, but
No.
I don't know cuz Kripke can be very wild or he can be very typical, you know?
Yeah.
Um because he didn't ever really kill off anybody in Supernatural. So that's my guide for Kripke, by the way. I'm not sure what else he's made, but those are that the Supernatural is the big thing that I know him from. Um
Of
and
course.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like in Supernatural, obviously Mary Winchester dies, and so does Jess in, the first like episode. But like that's kind of the only people he's ever killed off. So because all the other characters got to survive past season 5 after he left. So I don't know if he's gonna be killing anybody off. I mean, some people have died in the boys so far, so I guess we'll see.
Hmm.
Um but I'm excited. Yeah, we've got yes.
I was gonna say hopefully they kill off the deep.
Oh my god. He's like a cockroach. He's gonna survive everything.
Yeah. He's the worst.
Every time they bring him back, I'm like, what are you doing here? I thought you were fired. Like,
Yeah, like get out of here, you
yeah,
weirdo.
Homelander told you to get lost, and yet here you are. Like, get out. Get away. My gosh, but Chance plays the deep so good. Because he's
Yeah.
irritating. And like I know
Yeah.
he's not like that in real life. Like I know he's a nice person and he's a cool dude, but like
But he
every
just plays like
time
that cocky, just
ugh,
annoying, like
but also
just
clueless.
arrogant character.
Yeah. It's like the deep's one of those characters you don't know if he's like super smart and he's playing everybody or he's an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah. I
Ugh,
just think he's
but
a weirdo.
he is a weirdo. In general, especially he got married to the one girl, and I'm like, you should not have gotten married for. Mm-mm. But yeah, we have that coming back, and then
Yeah.
the live action One Piece season 2 comes back next week, March. Well,
Next
by the
week?
time
What?
you're hearing this, it's probably already out. It comes back on the 10th of March. I'm so excited. We get Chopper this season.
Oh my god, live action Chopper?
Yeah, and he's so cute. He
So
looks so
cute.
soft.
You're like,
But
I want to
if
pet him.
we probably definitely should. But if you want to get into One Piece, I highly recommend the live action because it's got such. First of all, the original writer for One Piece, Oda, he's the one handpicking all of these people to be these characters in the live action. Like he's heavily involved in this live action. So it has the essence of the anime without the
Mhm.
episode count of the anime.
And take it
Um
from Jimmy. She watched it first that way
yes.
and
Yeah.
then got into
Yeah,
the
I did it
anime.
backwards. So now I'm watching through the anime and then Wyatt's like, "Well, then you got to read the manga." And I'm like, pump the brakes there, buddy. I'm not even halfway through the anime yet.
Like we gotta the anime is that is a journey to be
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. I made some good progress. I'm in like the back half of the arcs now. I'm in Punk Hazard. And it's because Joe was like, "Oh my god, you finally continued." And I'm like, One Piece has never stopped. I was just moving at a glacial pace
Yeah, it would
during the
just slow
holiday
down.
season. It was like one episode a week instead of like 20. But the other day I just had it in the background on my day off as I did tasks and things. So, although now we're getting into the stuff that's like paced correctly, so now all I want to do is sit down and watch it and pay attention.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I finally got off Fishman Island. We're into Punk Hazard now, and then next I believe is one of the biggest arcs, which is Wano. So we're making progress. I'm at episode
We're
I think
moving
like
and a
six.
grooving here.
Yeah, I think I'm at like episode. I'm almost at 600. I think.
Oh my
Like,
god, that's crazy. What the hell? And you're not even halfway? Or
not
that's
even
over halfway.
halfway.
Oh,
No,
that's not halfway?
I don't think so. Let me see. How many One Piece episodes are there? No, they've got 1,500 episodes right now. So,
Oh my god.
so I'm almost halfway. Not quite.
And it's still going though, right?
They are on
Oh, okay, okay,
hiatus
okay.
for a month, and then I think it's a weekly anime, possibly. I don't think it's an everyday one. I think it's weekly, and
Mhm.
so they're looking at the industry in Japan is finally like reorganizing a bit, so they're going to try and slow it down,
Mhm.
which is good, so that people don't have to be overworked all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else? Something else is coming out. Bridgerton already came out, so if you haven't watched Bridgerton, get on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Go watch it. I haven't watched it, but you need to watch it. I love Billy.
I
Billy
do too.
Butcher.
Belle.
And I love Frenchie.
Frenchie has grown on me for sure. Him and Kimiko. I like that she
Kimiko.
talks now.
I
I
know.
almost called her Himino, and I was like, nope, that's
Wrong
the
show.
wrong show.
Wrong genre.
I keep getting advertisements for a show called Young Sherlock, and
Young Sherlock?
yeah, and he's supposed to be like a young. I think he's supposed to be like a teen slash young adult, maybe.
It's like
Um,
young Sheldon, but
but
young
I don't
Sherlock.
know if anything for me. Yeah, I don't know if anything for me will top BBC's Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. Oh, there's the Hannah Montana special comes out at the end of March.
Yeah, 20 years, right? Oh, that's
Yeah, please don't
crazy.
say that out loud.
That's
Um,
disgusting.
it was very exciting to see Miley in the Hannah Montana get up. I will say I am kind of surprised because she spent so long after her Hannah Montana career trying to distance herself from Hannah Montana. So I'm not sure. Maybe because it's the 20th anniversary. I was about to say I'm not sure what like prompted her to want
To
to
do
talk
it?
about Hannah
Yeah.
Montana. I'm kind of surprised Disney also like approved that because I feel like they were kind of anti Miley for a while because the drugs and the tattoos and the wild lifestyle, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh, I also saw Malcolm in the Middle is coming back.
Oh yeah, they're doing like a reboot with all the original
Yeah.
people.
Yes, which is very exciting. That
Which
is
is,
supposed to
dude,
come
I
out in
love
April.
Brian Cranshaw.
I
Is
love
that his
Frankie
name?
Muniz. Yeah.
Love that guy. Walter White. Walter White is back. I do want to watch
Okay.
that actually.
Yeah, yeah. And then not until May, I was like, there was something else. Spider Noir, which is the new Spider Man series starring Nick Cage. That doesn't come out till the end of May, but I am very excited for that because I love Nick Cage and I love Spider Man, and combining the two is just chef kiss.
Yes, those are facts. Two true facts you just stated.
Yes. But yeah, it kind of looks like maybe that was it. I thought there was something else, but I don't know. Also, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is the newest Game of Thrones universe show, that actually just finished. So I highly recommend you watch that too. It's really good.
Did you finish it completely?
I did because my boss every day I go to work. Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch? And I'm like, Morgan, stop it. Um, so I did finish it the other day. I
What
always
would you
forget
rate it?
how overall I would say I would say like a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Out of the Game of Thrones shows, where would you put it in the ranking?
I would say original, like Game of Thrones season, like 1 through 4
Not the last
is
season.
no.
We don't
Um,
count the last season in any of
that
these
doesn't
things.
exist.
Yeah.
Um, Game of Thrones season 1 through 4 is definitely still like
Top tier.
supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms so far is really nice because we are focused on one character. It is about Dunk the Tall. Um and his universe, which does not include all of the politics and all of the royalty. Like he's
Hmm.
had to deal with like the Targaryens and the Baratheons. I think it was Baratheons. Yeah. Um but like it's very much about his world and about him cuz he was the squire. He was, I think, just like living on the street, and then a knight was like, "Oh, I'll kind of save you from this life and I'll take you with me. You can be my squire." And so he grows up, and then he does it, his knight dies, and so it's about like his journey. So it's a very like zoomed in Game of Thrones show, which is really nice. Whereas I feel like House of the Dragon is trying to be Game of Thrones, but just focused on one family instead of like the whole realm.
Yeah.
So, Game of Thrones, the original series, is very good if you want a very like soap opera setup type of show where you're seeing all of the pieces instead of just one set of
Hmm.
pieces. So you're seeing how the Targaryens are moving and how the like you're seeing how all of the families are moving and all of the politics and the underhandedness. Whereas House of the Dragon, you're seeing mostly all of the Targaryens and their internal politics, and then Night of the Seven Kingdoms zooms in even further, and you're just dealing with one man's journey and like his interaction with all of these people. Um, the only reason I don't give it a higher score, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, is because it's 6 episodes,
Oh, that's not
and
very long.
they're maybe, if you're lucky, 45 minutes.
Mm.
And as an HBO show in general, to me that's too short. But as a Game of Thrones show, where like Game of Thrones episodes are minimum an hour most of the
And
time,
there's like so much going on in Game of Thrones.
yeah, then I'm like, I feel like we could have either made the season. But I was talking to my boss, and he was like, if you look at their filming schedule between, I think it was like episodes like 4 and 5 or 3 and 4, it was the writer's strike. So he's like, I think
Mm.
that's why we got like a shorter season than a lot of us were used to because of the strike. And I'm like, okay, well that makes sense.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So hopefully next season they'll either make the episodes longer or they'll give us more episodes. I do think it's funny that HBO, and I think there might be one other network, that they're like, oh, we're gonna try and something new and start coming out with a TV, like keep come out with a TV season once a year.
Hmm.
And everybody's like, "You mean like regular television? Like how we
Yeah.
all used to have it before streaming?"
Yeah.
And like honestly, I would think with the amount of money, I mean, I'm not any of these studios accountants, or I don't work for the bank, but I would just think, like, I know like sometimes you have to have actor schedules that are in the way, but there's so many people out there that want to be actors that like you don't need to hire a full staff of like top tier actors. You could hire a
Yeah.
couple top tier, work around their schedule, and then have everybody else. Um, but I'm just like, why are we not like, especially like Netflix? I'm like, why are we not Bridgerton? I get, because Bridgerton, just with the Queen's wigs alone, that's gonna take like 6 months to make, the 30 wigs she wears in this season. But like What was I watching? Oh, I watched Wednesday, which is on Netflix as well. That show comes out every 2 years, and I'm like, "Why? For what?"
For
Like,
what? For why?
is Jenna Ortega and Catherine Zeta-Jones really that busy that you have to film every 2 years? Like, I don't understand why we're doing every 2 years. Um, but so hopefully we do make a comeback to at least a season a year. I don't see why we couldn't. I don't think anybody's in, except maybe like Pedro Pascal, is in something that consistently, you know?
Yeah.
Like Pedro's just like, yes, sign me on. Whatever you
Speaking of
got.
Pedro, when are we getting the Mandalorian? Because I miss that guy. I miss that guy and the
In
baby.
May. I think it's May.
The baby. I
That
miss
was
the
another
baby.
advertisement I got when I went and saw Scream. It was,
Really?
yeah, May 22nd,
Ooh.
and it'll be the last, which is really sad.
That is sad. Oh my god, no, I love the baby.
I'm hoping we'll
No.
get more stuff with Grogu. I almost wish they would do like an animated series with him. I think that would
He's
be
so
really
cute.
cool.
Love that
Um,
guy.
if they wanted to keep it going without having to do like a live action situation. But I do know the Star Wars universe is going to get a little bit of a shakeup because Catherine Kennedy, who was in charge of Star Wars, got fired because she's an idiot. And so I believe Dave Filoni is taking over, but also I know John Favreau, who is the one who's like directed all of the Mandalorian stuff in collaboration with Dave Filoni, I believe, is a creator, but John Favreau is the main director, as far as I remember. He's been hinting at taking a step back from Star Wars, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I am very excited for The Mandalorian and Grogu because Sigourney Weaver has finally made her entrance into the Star Wars universe, and I love Sigourney Weaver. But yeah, so it's set up to be a good movie. It's also gonna have, which I always think is interesting, um, Jabba the Hutt's family. So Jabba's not gonna be there because Jabba's dead, obviously.
His
But his
family?
Yeah, he has children and and siblings and nephews. um and it'll be interesting because I feel like the internet is gonna go feral in a bad way. I need
I
you,
gotta see. I
PC,
gotta
right
see this.
now, Google Rada, Rotta, the Hut.
Oh,
Because I need you to look at him.
he's so cute. I love him. Oh my god.
But do you see him from The Mandalorian and Grogu with his six pack?
I don't like that.
Yeah. He's voiced by Jeremy Allen White, which I was like, "Oh, we're bringing in this very attractive man to play Rada the Hutt." I mean, like, good for him. Get that Star Wars money. Um, but yeah, so the internet is, I feel like,
I
going to
love
become
him.
a very like crazy place once The Mandalorian and Grogu comes out. I
I'm
have
excited.
a slight fear,
I'm
but
excited. Oh, I forgot to ask you because we got off
yes.
topic. But what did you rate the Scream movie?
Um, as an overall movie, it's probably like a 6.5 out of 10. But for the Scream franchise, it's definitely like an 8 out of 10.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, because is
I'm picking
it?
up what you're putting down.
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
good. Like, I enjoyed this movie. I was sad I had to go see it by myself because Tammy and I usually see the Scream movies together. She's the reason I watched all of them. And so this was the first one I in the the last three that I had to see by myself. I'm like, no,
Sad.
Tammy, fly out from Utah to come and see this with me. Um, but yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. The only thing that I was kind of like, I don't know about that is so the ghost faces in this movie was the neighbor played by Anna Camp, 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
But the other one was because I guess Anna Camp's character after I don't remember which one, but she murdered her husband and then went to like a mental facility, and then she met this guy who was also obsessed with the because she's obsessed with Sydney because she's like, Sydney, you're my idol. um and she met this guy in the mental facility that worked at the mental facility, and he was obsessed with the ghost face killings, so he was the other ghost face, and I was like, I feel like it would have been probably really stereotypical, but like Anna Camp's character has a son who was friends with Sydney's daughter Tatum. So I thought it would have been kind of cool to have like a mother son killing duo, but maybe that's just me and maybe that was too in your face. But
Mhm.
it would have made a little more sense because Lauren was just like, I don't who's this random dude? I don't like this. Like that's fair. That's fair. So, it was if you again, if you like the Scream movies, I would highly recommend this one. Um, and actually, like, go see it. Unlike Holden, who I'm pretty sure did not see it and gave his opinion anyways. Um, which I hate when people do that. Like, I try not to be that way. If I've never seen it, then I always preface it with, I've never seen this, but I don't
Yeah.
think I'm going to, or I don't think it'll be good. Holden is just like, it's terrible. I'm like, did you watch it? And he'll be like, no. I'm like, or because he's the one friend that I have that watches everything like basically backwards. Because we went and saw when Casey was out for the summer, we went and saw Infinity Castle together, and then we were talking about it in the Discord, and I can't remember if he was like, oh, it was okay, and I'm like, Infinity Castle was amazing. What are you talking about? Well, he hadn't seen Demon Slayer before he went and saw Infinity Castle. And I'm like, okay. And then he did the same thing with Chainsaw Man. He went and saw Reze. And then I'm like, did you actually watch Chainsaw Man? And he's like, no. And I'm like, Holden, it's 12 episodes. Just watch it before you go see the movie. Um, but it was good. I like the Scream movie. I recommend if you like the Scream movies. If you don't like the Scream movies, then it's just gonna seem like a cheesy Scream movie. Also, the guy who plays Sydney's husband in this movie, who is in oh my god, I can't think of anything today.
It's early.
In Time Change. We'll just blame it all.
Mhm.
Joel McHale, who is in the show Community. Um he's looking extra good in this Scream movie. He plays her husband. He's also like the chief of police. And he looked good in that police uniform. I was like, Sydney, get it. Get a girl. Good job. Um but yeah, it was really cool. I also like too that for this movie, sometimes when they do franchises and they try to keep them modern day, they
Mhm.
almost like shove it in your face that it's modern day. But this one they really tried to keep like besides the AI technology, but for the most part it seems like they kept any like pop culture reference and stuff like that like out of it. So it's literally just its own little universe, which is really
Yeah.
nice. Um but yeah, and then of course it's always good to see Courtney Cox. She did not have her crazy baby bangs like she did in that one Scream movie. I remember she was on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon recently, and he was like, "Look at these bangs, they're so iconic." And she was like, "Yeah, those are terrible." And he was like, "No, you look really good." And she's like, "No, I don't. I absolutely do not." Like, I think Courtney Cox is one of the very few people that could pull off stupid baby bangs like that and still like
Yeah.
look beautiful. Oh gosh. But yeah, Scream, good. Highly recommend. Can't wait for Scary Movie. That's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Make sure to subscribe so that you hear our Scary Movie review because we both will be watching that.
True.
Um, Also, let us know what shows you're excited for down below. Because I could have swore there was more shows or movies coming out that I was excited for, and now I don't remember any of them.
Yeah,
One
remind
Piece.
us.
One Piece is blocking the mind currently because I keep getting all of the Instagram. I follow Taz Skyler who plays Sanji on Instagram, so he posts a lot about like all the premieres and stuff they're doing. But oh my gosh, the cast is so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And all of the boys got really fit for this season, so they're looking extra fine. Um, but yeah, so my brain, no work. Also early, time change, no good. But that's all we have for you guys this week. So subscribe, follow us everywhere, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Goodbye.
I like that it just gets longer every time.